The fog draped over brightened streets as Detective Laura Cline surveyed the alley. Another young woman, the third this month, lay dead with eyes wide open. The killer left the same message on the wall. "I see you." Sergeant Harper arrived, shaking his head. "CCTV didn't catch anything. Cameras malfunctioned. Every time," Laura muttered. "It's like they vanish into thin air." She stared at the lifeless face, her frustration mounting. No connections between the victims, no struggle, no clues. Each time, the killer escaped, leaving behind only that cryptic note. Laura knew she was missing something. Back at the precinct, she studied the case files. The victims, all young women, had no apparent links, and yet, something about the messages felt off. She looked closer. The handwriting in each note varied. Multiple killers, a copycat, or something else. Her phone buzzed. A message from an unknown number. "You're looking in the wrong direction." Her breath caught. Was the killer taunting her? She scanned the room, but no one else seemed to notice. A chill ran down her spine. She picked up the crime scene photos again, scrutinizing every detail. Then she saw it. In each photo, a shadowy figure in a nearby window. Faint but there. Always the same building. Always watching. Heart racing, Laura pinpointed the source. An old, abandoned hotel that stood across from every crime scene. She grabbed her coat and rushed out, the thick fog swallowing her as she approached the decaying structure. Inside, the air was heavy with dust. She climbed the creaking stairs to the top floor, where the windows overlooked the alleys below. She pushed open the door to a small room, where a chair faced the window, and sitting in that chair was an old man. Her pulse quickened. She drew her gun. "Police, turn around." The man's frail frame didn't move at first. Then he slowly swiveled in the chair. His face was gaunt, his eyes wide, filled with confusion. "I've been watching," he said in a raspy whisper. "But I didn't do it." Laura frowned, her grip tightening. "What do you mean?" His trembling hand pointed to the corner of the room. "He told me to watch." Laura turned, her blood freezing. In the shadows stood a figure, tall and menacing, with piercing eyes that seemed to see through her. "I see you," the figure whispered. Before she could react, everything went black.